Welcome to my channel and welcome to day 17 of my 25 Days of Craftmas series. Today I'm showing you how to make this cute embroidery hoop Christmas sign. This Christmas sign was really easy to make because I used a pre-made sign blank. I love the contrast of the red heat transfer vinyl against the white and black striped fabric. Now let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project you'll need some fabric, red heat transfer vinyl, an embroidery hoop, some jute twine, Christmas embellishments, a hot glue gun and glue, a shiplap sign blank, an easy presser iron, and of course your Cricut, a cutting mat, and the cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects I make and share in my free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just go to Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. For this project, we're going to be using the cut file called Mary and Bright BA2117. To find it, just use your browser search and type in 2117. Once you found the file, go ahead and click on that link and the files will be downloaded onto your computer. Now I'm going to show you how to set up and cut this design in Cricut Design Space. If you're not sure how to unzip and import designs into Cricut Design Space, be sure to check out my step-by-step tutorial. So this is what your design will look like when you first import it onto the Canvas screen. So we need to resize it so that it will work with our project. To do that, I am going to create a circle that is the same size as my embroidery hoop, and then I can just adjust the design so that it will fit on that circle. So I'm going to go over and click on Shapes, and then I'm going to choose Circle. And then I'm going to go up here and make sure the padlock is closed and put in the dimensions of my embroidery hoop. And mine measures 9 inches across. You'll also want to click on Arrange and choose Send to Back so you can see your design in front of the circle. And then I'm going to select my design and go up and change the color to red. And now you could just drag on these arrows and resize the design until it looks good on that circle. So I resized my design to just about 6.5 inches, and I think that looks good on the circle. When you are happy with the size, you can select the circle and delete it. And this design is already one piece, so we don't even need to attach it. So now we can click on the green Make It button. And then you'll be taken to this screen, and this is just going to show us what our design will look like on the cutting mat. Now we are going to be cutting this out of red heat transfer vinyl, so we do need to go over here and click on the mirror. And that will just reverse our design. Once everything looks good on this screen, you can click on the green Continue button. Once Design Space finds your Cricut, you'll be taken to this screen. Make sure that your dial is set to Iron On. And when you do, you'll just get this warning that you need to make sure your mirror is turned on. And over here, we can see that it is. And then you also need to put your material shiny side facing down on your cutting mat. So now we can go over and load our mat. So you're going to place a piece of red heat transfer vinyl shiny side down on your cutting mat. Load it into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button. When your Cricut is ready to cut, you'll see the C button light up. Press that and the machine will begin cutting. When everything has been cut, you can press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Remove the vinyl from your cutting mat and trim away any unused portion of the vinyl. Then weed away the excess vinyl from around your design. You can use a weeding tool to help you pull out the small pieces left inside of the letters. Remember, the design should be mirrored, so it will look backwards as you're weeding. Next, we're going to apply our heat transfer vinyl to our fabric. Place your vinyl design on your fabric so it's facing the right way. Then you'll want to press it with heat according to the manufacturer's directions. Once the entire design has been pressed, you can pull off the clear carrier sheet. Separate your embroidery hoop and place the fabric over the outside hoop. I centered the design from right to left and top to bottom. Once the design is centered, you can press the inside hoop back into the outside hoop. If the design shifted and isn't centered, you can gently pull at the fabric to put it back in place. Once the design is centered again, you can tighten your hoop. Next, you'll want to trim off all but about 1/8 of an inch of the excess fabric. To finish the sign, you can glue some Christmas embellishments to the top of the embroidery hoop. Wrap some jute twine around the top of the hoop several times and glue it in place, but don't cut the end of the twine yet. We'll do that in a later step. Position the hoop on the center of your sign. Measure how much twine you'll need for the piece to go to the top of the sign, and then trim off the excess. Glue the end to the top of your sign right in the middle, and then make a little bow out of twine and glue that over the top. Add some glue to the back of your embroidery hoop and press it down onto your sign. Hold it in place until the glue cools. And that's it. This project is finished, and didn't it turn out cute? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you'll get notified each time I post something new.